Welcome to my podcast. Today I'm going to be talking about the rights of authors to their own works, even after they have died. The current law states that an artist retains their copyrighted works 70 years after they have died. So anybody who has died after 1941 is safe from having their works stolen. The reason that copyrights only last so long is because artists would run out of things to do. There are only a certain amount of chords on the piano and a certain amount of combinations in which those chords can be played. This may be a high and seemingly insurmountable number of combinations, but the amount of pianists on this earth in 70 years' time can surely come close to reaching it. I personally think that 70 years may be too long for which a post-mortem copyright may remain in effect. Not that I plan on stealing anything from anybody, but I believe that 30 or 40 years is enough time for the artist's family to bank off of them, as well as be long enough to preserve the integrity of the artist and his or her work. The following three works are not protected by copyright, but are in fact part of the public domain. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, a composer who died in the late 1700s, does not have his work Symphony 40 in G minor protected by copyright law, obviously. It is most certainly a good thing that these laws don't protect his works. He has written some of the most beautiful and easily recognized compositions that have ever been written, and to have those works cease to be performed publicly by others would be a crime against humanity. William Shakespeare's 1596 work, Romeo and Juliet, is in the public domain. It is most certainly a good thing to have this work in the public domain. The story outlined the future for romances, and if it were copyrighted, our movie industry would be out of business. The flying buttress is a key aspect of Gothic architecture from the late medieval period. Since architecture can be protected under copyright, I thought it important to include an example, though this one is in the public domain. I'm glad that the flying buttress is in the public domain. Otherwise, replicas of Gothic architecture would be examples of copyright infringement. The following three works are still under copyright protection laws. Preston Ware Oram and R.R. Foreman still hold the copyright for the song Happy Birthday to You. This is one of those works that I believe should be in the public domain. It's a classic song, and I don't believe that anybody using this song anywhere could do any harm to Mr. Oram or his reputation, considering that he has been dead since 1938. Anything the Beatles ever recorded is still copyrighted, and rightly so. When John Lennon's copyright window is closed, I'm sure the masses will have a heyday with remixing and mashing his songs up. But until then, it makes me glad to say that his songs are safe under copyright. Led Zeppelin's Stairway to Heaven is still under copyright to the band. I believe that this is one of those songs that will be forever a classic, and once the copyright time is up, it will be covered and redone for decades to come. My time here is done. I hope you enjoyed listening to my podcast and maybe even learned a little fun fact that you can share at a family dinner in the near future. Have a wonderful day and night.